Shalom, this is Nikudot Goldfarb from Spot. I want to share with you today how I count the 5th day of the Omer. We are now on day 5, which is Hod Sheba Chesed. I do this with movements from the Otiyot Chayot, system of Hebrew letter movements for healing and renewal. And each of the vowel sounds in Hebrew, the Nikudot, correspond to a different sephirot on the tree of life, the Kabbalistic tree of life. So today's Hod, which is splendor and glory and a place of empathy and ability to see from many perspectives, is the aspect of the day of the week of Hesed. This whole week of Pesach is Hesed is openness, loving kindness, a sense of abundance. So let me show you first the week, which is the Segol, and if you've been following me, you will have seen this before. So you start with feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, hanging from a string, the earth supporting from below, and the hands crossed in front, right hand outside. Come down, and then you form 3 dots. The Segol is the S sound, ah, and 1 dot is the right hand, left dot, this hand, and then your mouth. So those are the 3 dots. So that's the F. And I'm going to move slightly here because the sun's in my eyes that way. I have a couple of cats coming to join in for the day. So the Hesed is it's the goal sound. Openness, abundance, being saying to the universe, I'm here. And coming down and bringing that into yourself. And the color that I associate on the rainbow system with Hesed is purple. And so I wear a purple skirt, different kind of purple skirt today from yesterday, for each day for the whole week. And on the top, I use in the rainbow system, it's orange. I have a minimum of orange clothes. I don't normally wear it, so I have a real strong orange here underneath and a kind of gold orange here that I wear to remind myself during the day. This is Hod Sheba Chesed, and on my hair I have my scarf is the color of the day of the week this year, which is Tuesday now, which is the day of Tiferet, and the color for Tiferet is green. So I've been using the scarf to indicate, to remind me that this is the natural energy of today, is Tiferet, balance and harmony and beauty. And it's the whole Hod Sheba Hesed is taking place within that energy of Tiferet. So it's just like a combination of all those energies. So let me show you the Hod movement. Hod is, it's called the kibbutz. It's an oo sound, and it's 3 dots in a row. And again, with the 1 dot I use as my mouth, and here 1 dot comes 1 hand across and 1 hand out to the side I'm turning to. So if I'm turning left, it's 1, 2, 3. And then I center myself. And then for Hod, I do it in many directions, because Hod has a sense of seeing from many perspectives. It's the ascetic quality. So I turn to the right now, right hand low, left hand across between my mouth and the far hand. Ooh. And then you can do it in front of yourself. Left hand low, right high. Ooh. And then if you were doing a set of 4, you go, ooh. Each time bending and coming up. And each time starting with your centering, because if you're going to see from many perspectives or have empathy for another person, see from their perspective, it's good to know who you are. So that's the centering that comes at the beginning and end. Ooh. 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 So now what I do for my practice, after counting the Omer themselves and saying this is the day of Hod Sheba Hesed, I will do the movements 3 times. One combination for each level of soul, because the prayer talks about fixing the blemishes and purifying and sanctifying ourselves and our nefesh, ruach, and neshama. And so the first level is for nefesh, and I'll combine hod. Ooh. With hesed. For the nefesh level, then for the ruach level. Ooh. And then for the neshama. Ooh. And this year I'm adding another level of sharing with you the letter of each day of the 49 days of the Omer count. You can find it in the Sephardic sidders, where they actually show you which letter it is. It comes from the middle verse of Psalm 67, which we say after the count, before we say Ana B'Koach. And the word, the first word, we're now doing the fifth letter, and the word is Ismachu, is the first word of that verse. And we're going to do the whole word after I do show you the last letter, which is the Vav for Ismachu. So it means you will be glad. It's a future tense of Simcha, Sameach. So it's like you will be glad, you will be happy, you will be joyous with a Simcha kind of joy. And that's this whole week. I thought today, why this word? It's this whole week of Passover. It has this energy of joyousness, of Simcha. It's a major part of this week that we're experiencing. And tonight we cross the sea, so there's a whole different place that we go into after being freed before we meet the challenge of the crossing of the sea, which happens at the Hag tonight. So we'll get into that, but the fifth letter of this is the Vav. It's the Shuruk Vav. So it's the Vav can go like this. A normal Vav is just straight down. I'm rolling my feet right, left, and I'm syncopating my arms. There's the Vav. When you make it into a Shuruk, you go like this. Ooh. 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 And I'm going to review briefly the other letters, so we make the whole word now that we've got a full word. So for the first day we did a Yud, this Yud. Then we did a Shin, and I showed you the neutral Shin, which was a forward stepping like this, and the hands coming down like this. But for a Sin, because in Ismachu it's a sis sound, I step back instead and bring my hands directly up, and then I do this and do the dot when I come forward. And then the Mem, it's a flowing word. Movement, with water. You have fire, you have water. The Yud is like tapping into Hashem. I call it, I've mentioned it before, you're poking a hole into the infinite, connecting with Hashem, and stepping back and aligning yourself with fire, with passion, with Hashem, with the Sin, then flowing in your inspiration, half a step forward, water, flow, drinking from the spring, playing in the mikvah at the end there. And then there was a chet. The chet is an archway, a gateway, a connector. That was the fourth day. And then the fifth day, your Vav connecting, and coming from your heart out, place of intimacy and connectedness. That's the way I do a whole word, connecting each movement. And so, one more thing I want to show before we finish here is that I want to count to 5, because I didn't show this on every tape, but the counting has also a letter. There's an aleph for the first day. We did the bet on the second day's video. Bet for second day, 2, counting with the letters. Gimel for the third day. And I did this daled for the 4th day, swing daled. And the 5th day is a hay. So that's the tape for the 5th day of the counting of the Omer, Hod, Sheba, Esser. Hope to see you tomorrow. Or tomorrow's a holiday, so I'll make the tapes and I'll put them up either before the holiday or after the holiday.